Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am in full-blown fall gear for this video, and this is one of my favorite pieces, spoiler alert, from this collection of items. So if you're not familiar with my what is new in my wardrobe kind of videos, I've been trying to do them for the last few seasons, as far as like what's new in my wardrobe for winter, what's new in my wardrobe for summer, that kind of stuff. Mostly because selfishly, I like highlighting pieces that don't really fit into any other theme of a video. So as you can probably see by a lot of my videos, it's usually revolving around a brand or some kind of story. Like I'm looking for a cropped trench, or I'm looking for a certain kind of black pump. Like there's always some kind of story to it, but everything in this video, frankly, is like random. I mean, there's reason for it, but there's nothing that I could like build a full video around. So I don't like not sharing, obviously, which is why I have this channel, is I have the compulsive need to share with you all. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, I just love sharing like cool things and beautiful things that I find. And so this is a collection of all of that, basically, like things that I've picked up that aren't specific to a particular video that I've done. So if you're saying like, where's that, thing from Cost that you just bought? Well, it's highlighted in the Cost video, so I didn't really feel the need to highlight it here, even though I do highlight actually a couple things from my last kind of Cost haul. But the other funny thing is I mentioned in a video a little while ago that I wasn't that inspired by a lot of fall fashion, and so I haven't been buying a ton of fall clothes. Obviously, I buy a lot more than the average person, but I also am way more interested in fashion than the average person. And so, yeah, I don't know. I just haven't really been that inspired. So this is actually more of a collection of a lot of shoes, frankly, and then a handbag, and then a couple pairs of pants, and then a dress, the thing that I'm wearing right now. So this isn't actually my usual where it's like a bunch of different random clothing pieces. So I don't know, maybe that'll make you more into it or less into it, but let's jump right into the shoes because I do think I got some really good pieces. And I'm going to start with kind of a wild card to me, which was these boots. So I bought a pair of suede boots from Saison 6 or 7 months ago, and I ended up returning them because I was like, you know what, these are just not my style. I would love to be that like boho kind of French girl, but it just wasn't really matching with anything else in my wardrobe. And I really do try to keep focused. Obviously, I like get tempted every now and then, just like everyone else, but I am trying to be better about staying really focused. And for a while, I kind of did it under the guise of saying, I'm only going to buy classic pieces, but I don't really have a particularly classic style, I would say. It's more like modern than that. So I like classics with a twist. So it's really less about like trying to fit into a particular style and more about like being consistent with my style, I would say now is my kind of mantra. And it's no secret if you've been on literally anything, Zara, H&M, like not even designer, Western, obviously of course in the designer space, Western has been huge as well. So we're seeing this like trickle down into a lot of the like high street kind of fast fashion brands. And there was something about these boots that felt more authentic to me. Yes, they're like a little Western in that they're suede and they kind of have that cowboy boot cut to them, but I think they're more like rock and roll than Western. I don't know, maybe I'm totally wrong. You can let me know in the comments, but I think they're cool and I think they're rugged, but I still think they're kind of European and kind of rock and roll, especially the way that I style them. So I really loved these boots with my black flare jeans, which I'm also going to talk about in a second, but also with trousers and stuff. I just think this like pointed toe is really flattering. And I think this kind of warm brown color is something I don't have a lot of in my wardrobe, but it also goes really well with black. So like, for example, I actually think these boots would look fantastic with the dress that I'm wearing right now. So I did really intend to wear them mostly under like jeans and flares and things where I want that kind of like cool shape where it's got the sexy kind of toe pointing out. But again, I think it actually would look really cute with a maxi skirt like this. I also have that leather maxi skirt from Pixie Market that I love, that I think this would look cool with. I just think it adds kind of like a fun, like rock and roll vibe that's a little more like downtown, rough around the edges than some of my other stuff tends to be. So I felt like this was like a cool way to like shake things up a little in my wardrobe without going like too far outside of my zone. These are from Mango. I got them on sale. I think they were $50 or $60, and I got them in a size 10, which is my size, true to size for them. And which underneath of it, it says that's a 42, which I'm not a 42, so that's interesting. But I think they still have them. That's the problem too with these videos, is that like some stuff might be available still, some stuff definitely probably won't be, because a lot of these things I get on sale, which is why I kind of buy them in the off season. So yeah, I bought these over the summer, and they've just been like sitting in the back of my closet, just like waiting for fall. But I have really enjoyed styling these. I also love that they have a little bit of a heel to them, so I get that little height and then a little bit of the sexy pointed toe, but they're not like too tall, so I can wear them around New York a lot and still be really comfortable. So very excited to wear these in the fall. The second pair of shoes that I got was also a pair of boots. And it's these riding boots from the brand Legres. Don't know if I'm saying that right, but I did a video, again, I'm not sure how long ago now, a couple years ago. What would I do if my channel was like any older? I'd be like, I don't know, 10 years ago I said this, but basically I was looking for a great riding boot, and I tried on a pair of Legres riding boots and then these beautiful boots from the Row that I did end up keeping and that I love. However, those boots haunt me because I honestly should have just kept both of them looking back, because I got them for like $200 on the RealReal, and these Legres boots are like $1,000 to $800. So yeah, for a gorgeous leather riding boot, I can't believe I returned them. But hey, hindsight is 2020. And I feel like the Row boots, they have that kind of rubber bottom to them, and they're just not that like classic riding boot look. You also might be calling me out now, because I do have classic riding boots. I have the Hermes riding boot that I also love so much. However, I wanted a riding boot that had a little bit of a heel to it. Again, I love when I have a little bit of a lift, just make me a little bit taller. I feel like that makes all the difference in making my legs just like a little bit longer, but they're still super easy to walk in. So I was hoping for that like little 2-inch heel, which these had, but I just love the gorgeous like clean silhouette to them. They're just your really everyday kind of go-to riding boot that's going to go with everything. And I love that you can wear them with like tights and shorts or with a dress. You know, obviously boots and a dress, nothing crazy there, but that would look great. But I also love that they look equally great with like a tight riding pant and like an oversized sweater. I know this might be like a millennial look or whatever, but I don't care. I still think it looks great, and it's just a great like throw on piece, especially if you want to put on like a really cool coat over the top of it. So yeah, I thought these were a really great buy. Again, I got these as a part of the Net-a-Porter sale, so I can't actually tell you exactly how much they were, but I know I got like something crazy like 50% off and then another 20% off on top of that. So I think they ended up being around $400. But I actually kind of like, I don't actually know if I've told you the story, but I bought them 3 times actually, because I bought them and then they just like kept going on sale. So I just kept returning them as the sale kept getting better, and then I just kept rebuying them. So yeah, so I got a really incredible price for these over the summer, but I know for a fact they don't have these anymore. I will try to find them maybe somewhere else, but yeah, just a good classic boot. For the rest of the shoes, I'll share the pair actually that you have not seen yet. So I got 2 pairs of the same shoe, even though they're not the same shoe, spoiler, in whatever giant sale that Zara had over the summer. And I got these because, and I actually didn't think they were going to work out. There were so many things like wrong with them. So first of all, they were sized strangely. So it says that they're a size 40, but on the site they said like size down basically. And so I got a size 9. I'm normally a size 10. And so I was like, okay, so I got these in a size 9. They fit perfectly. So that was like problem number 1. And then I was really drawn to these because I've loved this brand that's from Venice. It's called like Vibi V Venezia or something. I'll leave the real ones like linked below, but I've always really loved these shoes. Every time I go to Venice, I always have some kind of crazy blister from like all the boots or the heels or whatever the hell I was wearing when I was in Paris. We usually go to Venice right after Paris to see the Biennale and whatnot. And so last time I went, I just had like the worst blisters known to man. So I was really dreaming of having a shoe like this that's just like velvet and like flimsy and comfortable and very just like old world kind of Renaissance looking. And so I was so drawn to these, but they were like $100. And those particular shoes that I saw in the store really don't have anything to them. They have like no arch support, little tread. Like it's basically just like fabric sewn on to a sole. And I was just like, I'm having trouble justifying that. And so when I saw them on Zara, I was like, oh, what a great way to like play with this aesthetic without paying this kind of, in my mind, like price that wasn't worth it, given that it was like a piece of fabric tied to the sole. Also, Loro Piana makes some that are like $600, so you can really go crazy with this aesthetic. So I loved this beautiful blue color. It's like a dark kind of blue velvet. I don't have anything like it in my wardrobe, and it's just like a really chic slipper, in my opinion, that I would wear around the house. I think this looks so good with just like a COS, black cropped trouser and like an oversized sweater for just like a really relaxed kind of look. Again, I would wear this around Venice to museums and stuff like this. Just so cute. This one also has kind of like a weird thing where you can almost make it into a mule. The other ones don't have that, which is why I say they're not the same shoe. They also have completely different undersides. So this one has really nice traction to it, which I think is great. So if it's like raining or something, these will not be slippery, which is awesome. So I love that you can like actually wear them outside the house. They're not just like full-blown slippers. So yeah, I think these are adorable. I think these will look great with black, but also with like other colors, but they're not, again, too crazy in terms of injecting any color. These looked more golden on the website, and in fact in the camera they're picking up more golden, but in person they look a little more just kind of flat color. But again, I think this looks like a nice camel color with black. I think these will be great airport shoes where they look like a loafer but they're a little bit softer, so they're like a slipper. And so yeah, I just love the versatility of something like this. You can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with trousers, you can wear it with cropped pants, you could even wear it with leather pants. I believe I styled my leather pants with this. In fact, that's a good segue. One other, I don't want to just talk about shoes for this whole video. So the next final pair of shoes that I want to call out are these gorgeous ones from Massimo Dutti. I've been styling these with a lot of stuff in recent videos, so you've probably seen these, and I know some of you will like them and some of you might hate them, but I'm so obsessed with these shoes. I think they're very the row adjacent. And they were not inexpensive. I believe they were like $200 or something, but they are so chic in my opinion, and they go so well with like taupe, so my little taupe like savette bag and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to call out these Massimo Dutti ones too. Really, really love these. They are suede. They're already getting dirty. I need to clean them and put my little suede protector on them, but I love these shoes so much. So I'm very into this like slipper loafer aesthetic situation in terms of comfort right now, if you couldn't tell. Okay, now let's get into the clothes, because that's probably why you're watching this. So because I just started talking about them, if you are new to my channel, I love a leather pant so very much, whether that's a faux leather or a real leather, even though I do prefer real leather, unfortunately. And a lot of my leather pants, I usually always get frame denim, vintage, not even vintage, just like used via the Real if I can. I love frame. Both the jeans I'm about to show you and these are frame denim. I just think they make great stuff. And I love getting leather on the Real because you can get leather pants for like less than $200, which is unheard of if you were to buy them anywhere else. Even on H&M, they're going to be at least $300. So most of my leather pants are like skinny jean style, which is fine because I usually wear them in boots and whatnot. I do have this gorgeous pair of recycled leather 90s jeans from a Goldie that are like, I wear them way too much. Like, I love them. They are boot cut, so that's fantastic. And they're a little bit longer, so I can wear them with more like boots and jeans and stuff, or boots and heels and things. So I wanted to add a couple more pairs of more like boot cut type pants into my wardrobe. I do have leather, they're almost like leather leggings to be honest, because they don't have pockets in the back, from H&M, that are more cropped and they're boot cut too, which I like. But like I said, they don't have pockets on the back, which isn't great, and they're raw at the ends. I don't know why H&M does that with their leather pants, but they do. So these are just really well made, frankly, and I got them for I think like $120 off the Real for leather, which is again crazy. So these are a frame boot cut pant. They're called the Lehigh Straight, and I got them in a size 26. I'm always a size 26 in frame denim. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about them. I love them. I love this shape with a ballet flat and just a big oversized sweater. I mean, obviously that would look great with a heel and stuff too. It's really, they're almost like too boot cut to wear like a boot kind of into it, but I guess if you wanted to, you could. My legs are like a little stubby for that, so it's not really how I tend to like to wear them. But I think I love a leather pant too, is because like the contrast of materials, like even look at this with like this gorgeous cashmere knit against this leather. It's just like so chic. And because I am usually wearing monochromatic looks, like it just gives a little bit of like visual interest. So now let's talk about the second pair of frame denim that I have. So these are called the Lehigh Flare, and that's because they're a high-rise flared jean. Now, I used to have a pair of black high-rise flared pants from Rag & Bone that I also got on the Real, and I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if I gave them away or they're in storage or whatnot, but I don't know. So, however, they were really long. I had to wear them with like 3 or 4 inch heels, and I wanted something that I could wear with my like shorter boots where they would still have a really beautiful shape to them, but they're not like too long. And I do think someone hemmed these, to be perfectly honest. These do not look like the original hem, so take that with a grain of salt, but I know they still make this particular style. I also just think there's something really cool about, maybe it's just me, but I get really tired when everyone's like, you can't wear a skinny jean, but wear a boyfriend jean or wear this. And I'm like, what about a flare? What about a flare? It just feels new and interesting to me because no one's really like pushing that as much, or at least in kind of the fashion sphere of things. So I do think it's kind of fun to like shake it up. And again, I'm really into this kind of like rock and roll aesthetic right now. So love a flare for that. I think it's kind of gives that like rebellious vibe. And it's just very flattering, to be honest. It makes, I think, is very flattering on the body. And so yeah, you just kind of feel cool and like sexy when you wear them. And I picked these up for I think $30 on the Real. I cannot, I mean, again, I still need to make a whole video about how I shop vintage and how I shopped used clothes, because certain things on the Real are just, it's incredible. And jeans are one of them. Leather pants are one of them, especially if you know your brand that you like frame, and your size. It's just, you can get like, I will never probably buy jeans full price again, knock on wood, unless they're like, you know, special like Margiela jeans or something. So yeah, that's the new pants. And then I don't want this video to go on forever. I didn't realize how many, I didn't think I had that much, but it's getting kind of long. I will quickly talk about this item, even though I have an entire video devoted to this particular bag. This is the Hedda bag from Flattered. I'm so obsessed with it. And when I was making that video, I saw that they had the midi bag, which is the middle-sized bag. So they have a mini bag, which is small, they have the midi, and then they have the grande, which is the largest size. I believe this is like the equivalent of like a Hermes 25, even though, to be honest, it looks more like my 28. So I need to check that, but not too small, but it's definitely not like too large. So very excited for all the stuff I'm gonna be able to fit in here. There's also a crossbody strap, but more importantly, I'm just obsessed with the burgundy color. I think it's gonna look so incredible in the fall with everything, like my browns, my black stuff. Like, I just love the burgundy. I'm all about it. I think it's a neutral, but it still inserts a little bit of like richness and interestingness. So I love this. I'm so happy. In fact, I'm going to be filming an entire like purse new handbag updated, because at this point I have a lot of new stuff to share with you in the purse realm of things. And I also think I'm kind of done for a while. I mean, truly, I have these bags in like every single color I would ever want to have them in at this point. And so, yeah, I just think it's a great time to update my handbag collection video situation. So, wanted to call that out. Let's talk about the final piece, which I think is honestly one of the ultimate steals and also just so chic looking. This is a cashmere dress, shawl dress from Totem. I love Totem so very much, as you guys know. Incredible brand based out of Stockholm. And when was this? Over the summer, they were having their big sale. Like, a lot of this stuff picked up over the summer when things were on sale. Highly recommend. And I saw this dress as a part of it. And I believe everything was like, kind of like similar to the Net-a-Porter, where it's like 40% off, then an extra 20% off. It was like 60% off, essentially, this dress. And this dress was originally, I think, like $1,400. It is full cashmere with this cashmere cape over it. And I was just like, love that. That is my aesthetic. I love the silhouette of it. I love how chic it is. I love that it's cashmere. I love everything about this. So I picked it up for like $500 or $600. And when it was on its way, I saw it come on the RealReal. And in my size, so I got this in an extra small, and it came on the RealReal for $200 or something. And I immediately was like, buy. And then sorry, Totem, love you guys, but I returned the Totem one. And yeah, so this was from the RealReal. It was like $200. Honestly, they styled it so horribly. They had just the tank dress on, and then they had the shawl like hanging from the back, because you attach the shawl to the dress with a little button in the back. And so clearly, I mean, I'm sure they were in a rush, and that whoever put it on just like had no idea what was going on with this. And so they just didn't style it. It didn't look like what it is, which is this incredible $1,400 shawl dress. And so I bought it. I got it. I was obsessed with it. So this is really like the steal of the century, honestly. Like, and this is why, again, I love the RealReal for like happenstance moments like this, where I'm like, oh, can that be like what it really is? And yeah, it's 100% cashmere. At first, I didn't love that it is like a little 90s kind of tank dress underneath, because I'm like, it's cashmere. Why would this be a tank? But I actually love it because it's sleeveless, so that like when you wrap the shawl around you, it's not so hot. You have a little bit of more breathability, even though I still would have loved it if they made like a shell dress underneath instead. But that's just me. I love a high neck. And so, yeah, I think it's so chic and elegant. Again, what an incredible travel outfit this would be with these little, so cute. And you always get cold on planes. I actually think it would be stunning to wear just the little tank dress and like an oversized sweater over the top of it with my little mesh Mary Janes that I love so much. So I just think there's so many different ways that you could style something like this. And I love that like the shawl is detachable, so I could wear just the shawl if I wanted to. I mean, the fact that this is a full cashmere gorgeous scarf shawl thing is worth $200 alone, let alone adding the dress onto it. And so, yeah, it's just one of those pieces where, again, you can wear it day to night. Like, you could wear it in the day with like more chill accessories, like something like this, and then my bag. Or, you know, if you want to go out at night and look a little more chic, you could just pair it with my little civet, almost like a clutch bag, and kind of elevate the aesthetic. So I just think it's one of those like super versatile pieces, a big head turner, maybe for some people bad, but for me, I just love it. I love everything about this. And I can't believe I got so incredibly lucky with what happened with the RealReal. And again, I'm sorry to Tim, but love the dress. It's fantastic. So I don't want this to go on forever, but I hope you all kind of enjoyed my little all my little goodies that I've been picking up over the last few months. And again, I'll try to link things below if they're available, but some of them, you know, will be long gone because they were on sale. So hope this was entertaining, if anything. But yeah, here's to fall. So excited for fall. And yeah, see you all in my next video.